name's Mrs. Linda Grove and I live in Swansea. I work in Swansea Family Court, so I have to have my eyes and ears all over the place.
Although I was hearing volume, probably the same as everybody with good hearing, I certainly wasn't getting clarity.
I couldn't hear properly in court, I was making mistakes, and also at home I wasn't hearing properly. The TV and radio were always being turned up and the subtitles on the TV, and I thought, oh heavens, only my mum has the subtitles on and she's in her 80s.
I think I was constantly being told, particularly by Kathleen, my partner, that I wasn't replying to people who were talking to me, which came over as unfortunately bad manners, and I wasn't hearing them.
I didn't think my hearing loss was that bad until I had a hearing aid and realised how bad it was.
I started to learn to play the piano when I was 4 years old, and I've been involved in music all my life. It's a bit like an artist starting to lose his sight, I suppose. You lose self-confidence.
The previous aid sometimes felt as if I was in a cave, so a bit echoey.
Even my first set of hearing aids, which were quite large and a little bit bulky.
Because the old hearing aids didn't filter out very well background noise. I could go to a party, for instance, and I thought to myself, well, it's actually hardly worth me having the hearing aids in. As far as work is concerned, people have seen a difference in me being able to take part in essential things. Seen a difference in court, where I can hear people behind me, hear the magistrates behind me, they've noticed that. And it's quite funny at home because I don't need the subtitles anymore, and also I've had to turn down the volume so much that my husband is complaining that the volume's too low.
Well, it's a new lease of life, isn't it? Because I feel much more confident that I can hear the sounds I'm producing better. I can hear how I'm blending in with other people. And it gives you so much more confidence to think, well, yeah, I can do this for a few more years yet.
Nobody knew I was wearing them. Even with my hair back, when there's a chance that you could see them, nobody noticed. I couldn't use the telephone with the old hearing aids. As good as they were limited in what they could do. And so it was marvellous to be able to use the standard telephone in work and just be able to hear it like a normal conversation, as if somebody was sitting in the room. That's been the biggest thing. I can also hear a lot better in a crowded situation, so I could be in the quadrant, for example, and not hear everybody's feet, but hear what people are saying. So it seems to filter out unnecessary background noise.
It means that it's going to give me a few more years, or maybe even the rest of my life, which would be great. Involved in music, involved in local activities, and give me the confidence to carry on. They're hardly noticeable. That's one thing. I think I think everybody's very conscious when they get their first set of hearing aids. Oh, is anybody going to see me? Yeah, that soon goes, I think. But these are so unobtrusive. They're great. Secondly, I can't believe how technologically advanced they've become, that the various programs are monitored, and for something so small, technologically brilliant. They really are.
Whether or not people have had hearing aids in the past, I don't think is relevant. Even starting from zero, it would improve your quality of life.
A lecture last week in a room with very, very poor acoustics, and the chap there had no microphone, his voice wasn't very strong. I just turned up the volume and I could hear everything perfectly. It was great.